Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to work on the wheel horse and John Deere because all the parts that we needed just came today. We have the 14 gauge wire, we have a dry belt for the John Deere. The John Deere doesn't want to go up a hill very easily. I think it's because the belt is slipping. So we'll solve that issue by replacing the dry belt. And then we have the fuse block, the wheel horse spark plugs, I think. Oh no, this is the John Deere spark plugs. This is the wheel horse spark plugs. The point and condenser and the wire connectors that we'll be needing for the wheel horse. So this is all we're going to need to fix the mowers. So let's get started. So we're going to bring the John Deere up to the workplace using the wheel horse. Alright, so we have the wheel horse and the John Deere in the front yard now. And I also have my tools here. We're going to have to wait a little while before we can work on the wheel horse because it's been running for a little while. I don't want to burn my hands, so we're going to let it cool off. And while it's cooling off, we'll work on the John Deere. Alright, so I wasn't thinking about this. There are two wires right here, and this is made for just one wire. If I can't find a way to connect these wires with these connectors, I'll have to solder them. Okay, so I have the fuse block that I'm going to use for the John Deere. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to connect the thing. Alright, so I have spent the last 10 minutes trying to learn how to crimp wires together using these butt connectors. As you can see, I failed with two of them. This was the first one I squeezed. It wasn't too great. This is the second one. It wasn't great either. So it took me about 3 tries before I got my first successful crimp. But then the other side didn't crimp so well. And by the 4th try, I was able to get 2 wires connected to one butt connector. I'm still trying to master this crimping thing. I think I've got it now. Well, actually, not really, but I've got it enough. And most of the things that I'll be using are these ring connectors anyway. So the only reason I'll need to use a butt connector is when I'm connecting the fuse to these wires. So I think I'm ready to start working on the actual thing now. Okay, so good news. I got the fuse block connected to the circuit. This is where I start to get kind of nervous. We're about to find out if this works. Moment of truth. It works! Yes! This is great. It works. Now we have to try to start the John Deere. Alright, so we have the wires hooked up and the new spark plugs in. This is really the moment of truth now. Oh no. Alright, so just real quick. Whenever I was trying to start the John Deere in that clip you just saw, I didn't realize this until I started editing the video. I forgot to engage the parking brake, and that is why the thing wasn't starting. It has a safety on there that won't allow you to start the thing unless the parking brake is engaged. This is the next day, March 20th, and now that I am aware, we're going to make sure it's engaged before we try to start it. Yes, it works perfectly fine. So one thing, when I was just about to work on the wheel horse, I just realized one thing. The gasket set for the valve cover has not come yet. They haven't delivered it yet. We'll still have to wait on those parts, but I will go ahead and take care of the rest of it. Alright, we got a new spark plug, new wires, new condenser. Still got the old points on there because they still look pretty good. Alright, this is the moment of truth. Does all this work? Let's find out. Oh no, what's going on now? We do not have any click on the starter whatsoever. And I am turning the key. Okay, so I just moved something around in there and it turned over for a second. So we're going to try it again. Alright! The wheel horse is up and running with new wires. Alright, so we have both mowers running. We replaced the spark plugs on the John Deere because it's having an issue with one cylinder or one spark plug not firing. And now that we have it all replaced, listen to how smooth it's running. It's running just like it should now. I'm not having any trouble with the ignition on the John Deere anymore. So basically everything is fixed except for the valve cover on the wheel horse. But stay tuned because when those parts come, we're going to install them and then we're going to probably mow some areas with the wheel horse. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. If you're stopping by for the first time and you wish to follow the channel, Please subscribe and ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.